Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we actually have a pretty big story, a lot of drama and controversy coming out of the LCS today to talk about. So yesterday in their game against Immortals, we saw Perkz come out for Cloud9 looking a little bit different. He was wearing this hat and there were so many jokes, there were so many memes. This really became a big talking point on Reddit and Twitter. Everyone saying stuff like, oh, Perkz and Caps reunited, or oh, Perkz is capping, like all this kind of stuff. And it was pretty funny. These are obviously stupid jokes, but pretty funny. And Cloud9 looked decent. Perkz actually, this is one of the best games that I think Perkz has had in a couple of weeks now, if not the entire summer split. So people were wondering what's going on with the hat. Why is he wearing the hat? You know, we don't really see League of Legends players wear hats very often. It was just kind of funny, but no one really thought it was too big of a deal. But man, after the game, it turns out there's actually a lot of controversy and a lot of drama surrounding this hat situation. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content so you guys don't miss out on anything we've got going on in the near future. With that being said, here we go. So, the hat situation. Hilarious. Crazy, but actually becoming a little bit sad, a little bit disappointing, and has gone as far as to have Perkz calling out Riot, and really a lot of fans and people in the scene calling out Riot, the LCS. You know, I'm not really even exactly sure whose fault this is, but yeah, when I first saw Perkz with the hat, I was like, oh, is he having a bad hair day? I know he's definitely one of the guys who's his hair, you know, he's been losing his hair and stuff a little bit, and as a fellow bald brother, I know that, hey, sometimes you just want to throw a hat on. Sometimes, you know, you're just not feeling it that day, whatever, you're stressing. Also, people have been saying he had a recent, you know, eye surgery, so maybe he's just trying to protect his eyes from the light and all that stuff. But what actually happened after this game is Perkz had a tweet that has now been deleted. And you know, whenever there's a deleted tweet, there's always something spicy, where he tweeted out this: Riot wouldn't want to lower the lighting for me for past 5 weeks, even though I had medical needs for it, and stage lighting is part of the ready check. Really cringe. I needed to get a doctor's note for that. Had no problems internationally or in the LEC. Now, this is really crazy. Obviously, I guess another big thing to include here is that Perkz did tweet out after the game as well, no glare to blind me now, mwahahaha. And then somebody asked him, what did you have done, if you don't mind me asking? I really know, depending on the surgery, vision can be wonky for a while afterwards. And he says that he had LASIK surgery. His vision is perfect, but very sensitive to glare. And something I don't know here is that sensitivity going to go away? Is that a short-term side effect? Is that a long-term side effect? LASIK is obviously like for people who have glasses or wear contacts or whatever. You know, Perkz has had glasses before. You get a LASIK procedure done, and then you don't need to wear glasses ever again. They just fix your eyes pretty much, but there can be complications. Sometimes people need reading glasses. Sometimes people have obviously sensitivity to light or glares or whatever, and this can be a long-term or a short-term issue. So hopefully this is something that goes away for Perkz, but right now, again, he had LASIK eye surgery. You know, obviously, hopefully it went well. His vision seems to be good, but he does seem to be a little sensitive to light. So he asked Riot, yo, can we get the lights dimmed down, whatever? And that's kind of interesting that they're not doing that for him. And also, they're asking for a doctor's note when this guy literally had eye surgery. And either way, if lighting is part of your ready check, he should be able to get some lights adjusted, right? And the big thing here is that, yeah, lighting could affect production. Lighting could affect how the LCS looks on broadcast or stream or whatever. But also, right now, there's not even fans in attendance at LCS. So, like, lighting in the actual building shouldn't be that big of a deal. And this is one of your stars, one of your best players, highest paid players, you know, guy that makes you some of the most money. And you're not going to do something as little for him as fixing the lights for him. Like, man, to me, this might be a little bit of a stretch, this might be a little bit of a reach, but this is just another reason why potentially you would be stopping people from coming to the LCS. Like, again, Perkz says that he has had no issues with this happening before internationally. He has had no issues with this happening before in the LEC. So why is this happening to the LCS? And why would they demand a doctor's note from him? You know, this isn't elementary school. They're like, oh, we will fix the lights for you, but we're going to need a written note from your doctor saying that you need the lights adjusted for 3 weeks or whatever. Like, somebody trying to get out of gym class or something. Like, that is so disrespectful. That is so stupid. It is so idiotic. It makes absolutely no sense. And there was some interesting stuff in this Reddit thread as well. I'm talking about the deleted tweet from Perkz regarding the LCS stage lighting. So They're talking about Sneaky saying in 2018 World's Groups, he was having some similar issues with light sensitivity or lights in his eyes or whatever, and he tried to wear a hat and they actually wouldn't let him do it because for the longest time hats have been against the policy, the dress code. And every job, every profession, every sport, whatever, has a dress code. And yeah, we haven't really seen people wearing hats, so it was kind of interesting, but it does seem like Riot may, or the LCS, again, I'm not sure if this is Riot or the LCS specifically or whatever, made an exception for Perkz here, allowing him to actually wear a hat, which, if they're worried about lighting for the broadcast or the stream or whatever, I think him wearing a hat and having it cover his entire face and casting this big shadow on his face and everything, that looks way worse than it would have been if they just would have dimmed the lights a little bit or pointed the lights out of their eyes or pointed the lights so there wasn't a big glare or whatever. So that solution doesn't even make any sense to me. And obviously this is just funny with Perkz, calling out the LCS. It's also the second time in the last couple of months that Cloud9 has had issues with Riot and with the LCS. They had the outdoor spring finals where Vulcan has the glasses that change into sunglasses when you're outside. So Vulcan was playing the spring finals with sunglasses on. Sven was getting red, being cold and everything. They were talking about the stage shaking. Riot has had a ton of production issues, and it seems like things keep happening to come up with Cloud9. I don't know if that's coincidental or if there's just something weird going on. But yeah, the more people just talking about the glare and everything. And then I thought this was really, really funny. They said, "Is the lighting good? Anyone got an issue?" And then Perkz is like, "Yeah, the lighting's problematic. I have an eye condition. I had surgery. Can we turn it down a bit?" And they say, "No, we don't really care. You can wear a hat though." I'm that's so funny. If lighting is actually part of the ready check, why is it part of the ready check if you're just supposed to be yeah, lights are good, yeah, guys, let's go, and if you say anything wrong about the lighting, they're like, "Oh, too bad, all right, guys, on to the next part of the ready check." So stupid, so doesn't make sense. The LCS continues to drop the ball at pretty much every turn. Again, it does seem like an LCS issue. If Perkz is saying he hasn't had this trouble internationally or in the LEC, I think another big talking point here is the fact that Cloud9 has looked rough over the course of the summer split. Perkz has looked rough over the course of the summer split. And again, he's saying he has been having issues with this for the past 5 weeks. Now, yes, he looked rough at MSI as well, so maybe it doesn't explain the whole situation, but man, if you are having pain, if you're having headaches, migraine, if you can't even see, if it's giving you vision trouble, that could really be, causing and make sense a lot of what Perkz has been dealing with. Also, it's got to be so tilting. If you're trying to tell Riot, "Hey, guys, please, can we do something about this? I literally cannot see. I'm getting headaches. I can't even play the game." And they're just telling you no right before big matches and stuff. That's got to be frustrating as well. But, again, Perkz wore the hat. He looked really good yesterday. He had a very, very nice Akali game. He made some big plays. C9 overall looked good. Yes, it was only against Immortals, but Immortals has been a solid team so far in the summer split. We'll have to see how this goes the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. I'm recording this video on Saturday morning, so we haven't seen the LCS yet today, but yeah, I thought this was really, really crazy. I'm glad that Perkz and some of the Cloud9 members have been very outspoken. I'm glad that they are trying to call Riot out on their BS. But again, Perkz did delete this tweet. Who knows if the LCS told him to delete it, if Cloud9 told him to delete it, or if he was just "Hey, I don't want to stay, I don't want to be getting on anybody's bad side, stay out of the drama," or whatever. But man, that's a story about the hat. So the hat was a meme, and now it's really even bigger of a meme, and it'll be interesting to follow this story. Is Riot actually going to do something? Is Riot going to do the right thing? Or are they going to continue to make Perkz wear a hat? Are they going to make him take off the hat? Who knows? But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Riot is dropping the ball here? Do you think they're in the wrong? Or do you think that they shouldn't make special accommodations for players like this? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.